Ooh. And hello. Hello everyone. We are back. Playing Stardew Valley. I've been a bit... Well, I haven't been busy. But I've technically been busy. But I also haven't been busy, if that makes sense. I don't know where I'm going with this. I kind of just wanted to record. Mainly because it's also been 3 days. I haven't been recording. Because I've been... Well, I mean, I have been a bit busy, but at the same time not. I've more so just been having an existential crisis again. Went to the store today. Almost bought alcohol. Almost just went through with it. But didn't. I have not relapsed. I will stand strong for now. The thing is that I was like really close to relapsing. But I didn't. And I think it's good that way. I was just having a lot of difficulties yesterday, today, the day before, you know, and I've just not been doing good again. There's just so many things going on in my mind that are like making everything so difficult. But on a good note, I have been thinking of getting a new game. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to buy it full price. It's like 40 bucks. But I have been thinking of getting into Witcher for the first time ever. Witcher 3, to be specific. I've been watching a person play the game every once in a while on like stream or something. So I've been thinking about getting into Witcher because it looks like a really good time sink. A lot of people say that it's gonna take like it's like 100 hours, like at least 10 hours to play through, and or not 10 hours, like 70 hours to play through the game just casually. I was looking at like the discussions on Steam of what people say about it. Obviously, they have like hundreds of hours in the game. So I was like looking through the discussions tab, and they were like, yeah, it takes like 70 hours for me to casually play through the main story, and then DLC is like another 30 hours, so it's like 110 hours to casually play through. And I thought about it, I was like, you know what, I could probably go for it. The game looks cool, the game looks fun. I'm not the biggest fan of like heavy story-driven games. I mean, there's a reason why I've never played Red Dead Redemption even. Because I've always felt like it's... that it's like not something that I enjoy. Red Dead Redemption. So I've always avoided that game. Because I'm not like the biggest fan of story-driven games, like very heavy story-driven games. But I like the setting of Witcher a bit more compared to Red Dead Redemption. I do like the more magical type of thing, kind of like with Skyrim, though I've never played even Skyrim either. But yeah, I've been like very heavily looking into new games to play, because the only ones I really have that I do play are Stardew Valley, Deadlock, I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire recently again. And that's basically it. I really don't have anything else in Slay the Spire, Stardew Valley, Deadlock. I don't play anything else anymore, because nothing else just hits like I want it to hit. So I've really thought about it. I've been like scrolling through Steam, like Steam page, so many times, just trying to find a new game to play. Well, I even thought about going back to Resident Evil and replaying through those games. Like replaying the Resident Evil Village, mainly, because I don't sort of really care about anything else. I mean, I like the other games too. But Resi Village has kind of always been that game that I've been thinking about replaying. And then I do obviously also have Resident Evil Biohazard. I do have Resident Evil 7 that I would have to play through. Because might I say that I have not still played that game. I've not beaten Resident Evil Village. Or not Village. Biohazard. Resident Evil 7. Because I'm fucking terrified of that game. I am seriously terrified of that game. It is so unsettling to play because of the mood that the game gives. It is so fucking scary to play that game. So I've never, like, I played it for an hour. I beat the main area where Jack smacks you in the face and stomps on you. Like, that's how far I got into the game, and then I was like, no, like, I ain't doing this. Like, I didn't, like, I know the game. Like, I know the game through and through. I watched countless of playthroughs of people playing Resident Evil 7. But I just don't have the balls to fucking play that game. Because it's so terrifying. Like, I wouldn't have any issues playing that game. But it seriously is so scary with how they've made it. It is such a terrifying game. Like, when I was playing it, after you get stomped on your head, like when you have to find the cop and then you do the fight with Jack, I didn't get that far even with that because I was seriously so terrified. It's such a scary game. Like, I have not gotten far with it. So I should go back and try to beat Resident Evil 7. But I am serious. I am seriously so scared of that game. It is so terrifying. Like Resident Evil 2, I was terrified of that game also, like with Mr. X. Like, that was probably the loudest I've screamed in a while. When I remember, I was like downstairs after you get Mr. X to start chasing you. I was like downstairs getting to the box where you have to put the gem in. And I was just like, oh, it's awfully quiet. Like, I hear Mr. X stomping around, but I don't see him anywhere. Where could he be? Fast forward like 2 minutes, I gained the confidence to walk forwards in the game. And boom, he fucking slams through the wall right in front of my face, and I was so scared, dude. I screamed so fucking loud because of how loud the sound was when he came through the wall. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was so terrified of, like, just playing Resident Evil 2 as is. At the beginning, like, I was fine. I wasn't terrified, I wasn't scared, I was just having a good time. But immediately when I realized that, oh fuck, this is the part where Mr. X is gonna start coming around, I knew I was in trouble immediately. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this, guys. I still beat the game though. I very much still beat Resident Evil 2. I only did Leon's story, then I stopped playing. Because I feel like I don't wanna... Like, I didn't feel attached enough to the game where I was like, yeah, I wanna do Claire's story also. So I only did do Leon's story, which I am a bit sad about, and it kinda makes me wanna go back to do Claire. But I probably won't. Then there's also Resident Evil 3, which I was kinda scared of. With Nemesis. It wasn't as bad. I think the most scared I was when playing Resident Evil 3 was like... I don't even know what part it would be, where I was like seriously terrified playing that game. I think probably the sewer area was the worst for me. I think that's when it kind of hit me where I'm like, kind of fucked. But otherwise, no. Resident Evil 3 isn't really scary. It's more of like a... it's more of like an action-packed game than anything else. Didn't have any issues with it. I just played through it and I stopped. That was the end of that. But like, the only Resident Evil game that I genuinely got attached with was... it was Resident Evil 4 Remaster. The remake. That was... like, genuinely the only game that I was so extremely attached with. I mean... I was attached with it to the level of the fact that I actually did beat Professional S Plus on the base mode. I did do Professional S Plus on the base like game, not the DLC. I think I have like 70 hours in Resident Evil 4 Remastered. Like I speedrun it a bit for achievements. I've done most of the achievements except for like find every treasure, beat Ada's DLC, S Plus, Professional. Like that's the only one I haven't really done. But I have very good experience with the game because I seriously fell in love with it. So... But it's like genuinely a great game. Then Resident Evil 5, I just beat that with my friend, and we were like, that's done. We're done. Resident Evil 6 I couldn't get into. I think the camera was what really made me just feel ick trying to play the game, so I stopped and I refunded it. Resident Evil 7, as I said, I was actually so scared of that game. I should really go back and play it, because I have no issues like watching the playthrough. I know the game through and through. Not like every secret or where everything is, but I do know what's gonna happen in the game. And Resident Evil Village, I honestly didn't enjoy it too much through the other, like, last half of the, or like the midpoint of the game with like Monroe and the dollhouse. That's when I didn't really enjoy it too much. But with the factory area and the beginning with Dimitrescu, like, it was fantastic. I loved the factory area of the game. So, you know, can't say much about it. So I've just been thinking if I should like go back and do achievements for Resident Evil 8. I have thought about doing Resident Evil 8 achievements. Just not got into it. So I've been just looking around for like new games to play. And I think Witcher could be that game for me. Because I seriously do wanna find a game that's a time sink, and they are still putting an update or a DLC into Witcher. I remember seeing the announcement for it. So they are like still seriously updating that game. And I have thought about getting it for a very long time, but I've just never pulled the trigger on the purchase. For some reason. And I probably should. But I'm not sure. I've really been just looking for new games. Because a lot of the games that I am seriously excited for are coming out so fucking late. Like the Castlevania game is only coming in October. We haven't had any new Castlevania news in ages. Like, the only new Castlevania news we had was the release date. And I actually talked about this with my other friend who likes Castlevania. I talked to him about it. I was like, dude, if they're not gonna release anything new for Castlevania, I'm actually gonna be so disappointed. Because isn't this year like the 40th year for Castlevania? It's like a really fucking big milestone. And they said that there would be more to come. They said that this is gonna be a big year for Castlevania. But instead, the only thing we've gotten is just a new game release, which obviously I'm really happy for. I'm really, really excited to try it out, because I absolutely love Dead Cells. I love what they did with the Castlevania DLC. I think the Castlevania design choice looks cool. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to play a new Castlevania game. Like, I have 86 hours, I think, in the Advanced Collection. I have 90 hours now in the Dominus Collection. I've 100%ed every collection. Like, I love the series, but there's so many games that I wish that they put out for PC, like the 3D games. I've been watching Connor, Sea Dog. I've been watching his VODs of him playing through the Castlevania games. Because a lot of them I don't have, and if I wanted to have them, I would have to either just purchase a new console completely to play them, or do a bad that I don't want to do, which is emulator, and I don't want to do that. So I basically just have to buy a new console if I wanted to play the Castlevania games. And that's gonna be really fucking expensive. So I'm just a bit disappointed that for like such a big milestone of Castlevania that they're not putting out something like a new collection of 3D games, or like the Rondo, I think it's Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night in the same collection for PS. Like, that would be cool if we got the PS collection of Rondo and Symphony of the Night on the same one. Like, if we got that collection on PC, if we got the 3D games on PC. Like, I would just love anything new to accompany the new Castlevania game. I would just absolutely love that. Because, like, 40 years of a game series is such a long time. And the fact that they're not doing anything is so annoying. Like, I just wish there was something, man. I really just wish there was something. But it's fine. I'm sure we'll get something. Eventually. With Castlevania again. Because I seriously love the game series, but I just wish they did more with it. So, yeah. I think that's my rant about Castlevania, but like, it's honestly been so much fun watching Sea Dog play through them, just like as background noise. Like the current VOD that I'm watching for, I think Curse of Darkness, is like, how long is it again? I think the Curse of Darkness VOD that I'm currently watching from him is like 13 hours long. So I'm just having that kind of as background noise always when I'm like playing Slay the Spire, watching other videos in the background too. Like, I'm just having a good time watching him play through the games. And it's fun to see how much different all of them are. But yeah, I just wish they did more with Castlevania. I really just wish they did more. But I can't wish for too much, obviously, because I mean, I think Konami has a lot of other things going on also than just Castlevania, so I don't know what the hell they're doing in the office. I can't wish for like magical things to happen and pop out a new game immediately. So yeah, like just wish there was more. It's kinda it. And it's fine. But on another note, like I said, I have thought about the Witcher series. And I will probably give Witcher 3 a try. I think I might just buy it like normal price for 40 bucks. I might just do that and pull the trigger for it. Because I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I can just refund the game if I don't like it, obviously. I'm not like forced to have it. But that being said, a lot of people say that it is a pretty difficult game to get into immediately because it's like a really slow burner, so I might just wait for sales just in case. Because on sale the game is like 15 to 20 bucks and that is not a lot. I can safely spend that and then think if I enjoy a game or not. You know. Like I feel like the problem with buying expensive games for me is that if I don't like them and I refund it, then people will tell me that if I say that I don't like it, they're like, "Oh, but you need to play it longer." But like it's like a slow burner. You need to spend more time with the game, and then if you don't like it, then that's fine. You can just stop playing it. But the thing is, with expensive games, especially ones that are like 40 to 50 bucks, if I don't like a game, I will just refund it. If I spend 50 bucks for a game I don't like, I will be refunding it if I can. You know? I'm not here to like sit around twiddling my thumbs around and thinking like, oh, but it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better, I'm sure I'll like it. You know? I'm not here to do that. So that's why I usually wait for sales for a lot of games that I buy, because if let's say, instead of spending like 50 bucks, let's say like 40 bucks for Witcher 3. Okay. Let's say I don't like the game for 40 bucks, and I feel disappointed. I don't find enjoyment in a game that I spent a lot of money on. Then that is 40 bucks down the drain for no good reason. Because I will most likely never touch that game again if I didn't find it enjoyable at all. Then that's just gonna be 40 bucks sitting in my account for no reason on Steam. But then let's say I spend like 15 to 20 bucks, like how much I think it is on sale usually, for like the base game only. Then if I don't like it, that's so much less money just sitting for no reason, and that's so much less money spent. It's just like common knowledge, you know. You spend a lot of money for something, it breaks, or you don't like it, or it's something that you feel was a waste of money. And that's just a lot of money gone down the drain that you could have saved. But if it's on sale, and you don't like it, that's still money down the drain, but you're still gonna save most of it that you'd have. Because I think it is like 15 bucks for the game. I really do think it's that, or then 20. It usually goes half off at least. So you're still saving 20 bucks just by choosing to wait for a sale for a game you don't know about. You know? Because I don't know much about the game. I just know that the combat looks cool. I know that choices matter in the game to a certain extent. It's kind of like a story-driven game, like I said. From what I've understood at least. I could be wrong. But like, I would like to save my money on purchases if I am uncertain if I will surely like it. If I find it like bad, or if I don't enjoy it, then obviously the game's not for me, and I'd have wasted money, you know? That's just how it is. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up the next Steam sales when they are gonna happen. And I'm gonna check how much the game goes for during sales to know if I should buy it or not. Because if the sale is like I don't mind spending 40 bucks. I'll be so real with you guys. I don't mind spending 40 bucks for a game I don't like. And it's mainly because I don't buy a lot of games often. I very rarely buy games because I struggle with moving on from the games that I already enjoy. So I very, very rarely buy new games. I very heavily just stick to the older ones that I like and that I enjoy. You know? So if the sale for the game isn't too big, if it's not like 10 to 15 bucks for a game that you could buy for 40 bucks, then if it's only like half off, I'm fine with spending that money for it to just give it a try. Like I am completely fine with that. But if it is like a big sale, like a very, very big sale, then I will wait. You know. So my voice is slowly dying, so I think it's a good idea that we call it on this day because I just ate a bit ago and I feel kinda... Oh great, I didn't even have to buy that. God fucking damn it. But yeah, I feel kinda wonky, so I'm gonna end this recording here. But yeah, I'll see about it. I might get Witcher. I honestly might because I love those types of I love watching those types of games. It like especially when they're like older games. Like I'd love to go play BioShock again. I remember having so many fond memories with BioShock Infinite. I think it's Infinite or Infinity. BioShock Infinite or something. I remember playing that at my friend's house, and it was such a fucking great game. I had so much fun just watching him play it and then try it out myself. And I'd love to play the other BioShock games too, but I just hate that they need to shove a launcher down your throat. Which is why I haven't touched those games at all. Like, I might just have to buy a console, like a disc or something for PS3 and play them. But I'd love to play older games, but I just hate that they shove launchers down your throat very often. Or they just don't really work with new like graphics cards or something. Like my stuff isn't even that new. It's somewhat old. But a lot of older games still don't work properly, like Amnesia the Dark Descent I've thought about, but then a lot of people complain that it has issues on newer generation PCs or just overall like newer graphics and stuff like that. Like I'd love to try a lot of games out, but I'm stubborn. So I might commit to Witcher 3, and I'll tell you guys how I feel about it if I do so soon. Because I might give it like a genuine try. But yeah, I'm gonna go chill now. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here, listening to me yap again. Uh, yeah. Bye bye.